Hi, welcome to the Peachtree Cafe.
Hi,
It's
guys.
Wednesday, March 4th.
Dobre utro!
Yeah, and I got a special announcement today. The cafe is serving Tibetan cups. These are Tibetan donuts.
Whoa.
They are
Totally unhealthy, but really tasty.
cooked in a big bowl of butter and nothing except sugar and white flour. And once
Wow,
you eat
tasty.
one, you cannot stop. And
Kind of true.
you know, there's a saying in Tibet that this kind of food was created by the demons. Do you know why?
Because it makes you fat and stupid? I don't know.
No, because when you have it in your mouth and you try to get all money, it ruins it.
Well,
Works for me.
I will put it aside so we can have
All right.
civilized discussion.
Okay, what are we doing
Start with
today?
a
And
question.
by the way,
Okay.
good morning, everybody. Hope you're enjoying a nice Wednesday morning, March 4th.
Yeah, I hope you get breakfast also.
And today we have a special question from Yekaterinburg.
Poruski.
In Russian.
That's out in Siberia.
About 2 hours by air east of Moscow on the edge of the Ural Mountains. We have been there. Lovely city, Yekaterinburg.
Yekaterinburg.
Okay, Oksana.
Oksana, are you ready?
Oksana Kosarova.
Okay, guys.
Watch the monitor.
Добрый день, меня зовут Оксана Кострева, я из Екатеринбурга, России. У меня такой вопрос. Могу ли я с одним кармическим партнером сеять два разных вида семян? Маргарита Ивановна, которую я навещаю раз в неделю в течение 3 часов. Мы с ней общаемся, слушаем песни, поем песни. А также я кормлю ее, меняю ей памперс и меняю повязки на ее пролежнях. То есть правильно ли я понимаю, что одновременно с ней я могу посеять семена как общения, так и семена своего здоровья? Спасибо вам большое за персиковое кафе. Спасибо.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I had some cups
On the
parts
phone?
on my phone.
Anyway,
That's the nice thing.
спасибо, Oksana. Очень хороший вопрос.
Мы очень рад, что
Very
вы
good question.
спросили такой
And so
вопрос.
everybody got that? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay,
So for those of you who don't speak Russian,
Scott's going to translate.
Oksana says that
We have the amazing Google Translator.
seriously, and she says that her wonderful lady Margarita Ivanovna, she goes to visit in the nursing home once a week for 3 hours with a friend. And she says that they listen to the songs, they sing songs, they feed her, they take care of her hygiene needs in the bed because the lady can't get out of bed. And so she wants to
Basically,
know...
they change the diapers. This is what you
Well,
really said.
yeah, I was, trying to spare you, but yeah, it's really beautiful that they're helping this person. And she wants to know if she can plant seeds at the same time for both, like, communication or
Feeling
connections,
close to other people, connections.
and also for her own health. So what do you think, guys?
Yeah, can you plant those two seeds at once? And I want to tell a story. I think it was the very first DCI event
I love this story.
ever.
It's so
and
funny.
it was in Detroit.
Wow.
And, we talked about the seeds that you need to get money, which is to help a poor person, and the seeds you need for good health, which is to help someone who's sick. What was the third one? And the seeds you need for relationships.
Yeah, she's lonely, she's
which
sick,
is to
she's
find a
poor.
loan. And then there was a guy, I'll never forget, his name was River. And he was a young man, and the second day he came in, and he was so excited. And he said, get you, Mike. He broke into the talk, and he said, I got to tell you guys something. And we're like, what? And he says, I found her. And we're like, what? Who did you find? And he says, I found the lady, And we're like, what lady are you talking about, And he says, I found the lady who's all three, I said, what do you mean all three? She's
poor.
She's poor.
She's lonely.
She's lonely and she's sick. And he was
Like a karmic gold mine.
he was so happy. And we all thought he was funny, but then I thought, but he's smart. He's actually very smart. It wasn't a stupid question. It was a smart question. So yeah, I think Oksana, that's a great strategy. Go to at the nursing home. You are planting seeds to have connections with other people, have communication with another person, and you're planting seeds for health. So I think my opinion, and I want to hear from you guys, is when you do your coffee meditation, specifically be happy for the two things you're doing. So divide it during the coffee meditation thing. Oh, I'm going to get some good communication, or I'm going to get some good I'm going to get close to other people. A, and then B, I'm going to be a lot healthier.
Yeah. So basically, if the old book says that every snap of a finger, we are planting 65 seeds,
Wow.
right?
But can you plant two at the same 65th? Can you plant two seeds?
Wow.
So, okay. So,
What do you think? I mean, logically.
logically, it makes sense to me that we are planting one seed at a time.
It seems to me like that.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me. So, but if I'm planting 65 seeds in every second, it's possible for me to be in the same situation with somebody and plant at the same time a lot of seeds.
You're like alternating very fast.
Yeah.
This is one opinion in the scriptures, that your perceptions are alternating very fast.
So right now we are sitting here and we have a discussion, and in every snap of a finger, each one of us is planting 65 seeds, and that could be different, right?
Yeah.
They could be different. So it is possible to meet somebody for 1 hour and work on many
Things at the same time?
not at the same time, but at the same hour.
Yeah, and I think, you want to go deeper? I mean,
Yeah,
Nagarjuna would question the 65th, The Nagarjuna would question that. He'd say, why 65th?
Yeah, why 65?
Yeah, what makes it so...
Why
is
not?
that
Why
the
not
smallest?
70 or 100?
You mean why 65 in one finger
Yeah,
snap?
because the 65 number is also coming from you.
I've always had a problem with this. I've always said, and I've taken liberties to say, I really think it's hard to say that's all you can do in one snap of a finger. So, to Oksana, I say, go for it. Alternate and do many things at the same time in the nursing home with this lady that you're doing beautiful things with your friend.
We often also get a question, especially from people when they first learn about the 4 steps. They say, well, could I do 2 4-step projects at the same time? Could I visit the nursing home to get my partner? And then, I don't know, could I help someone with their business to get my business going at the same time? And what's the upside of that, and what's the downside of that?
Okay, so the upside of that the more you use seed to get what you want, the faster you get successful, and it's gonna come faster and stronger, your result. But it's also in the beginning, it's very hard for us to focus on these 2 things, and then we don't give it's like if you have 2 businesses, right?
Yeah.
Then you can give your attention to the 2 businesses. One will come on the expenses of the other, right? But if you are focused on one business, then more likely you can succeed. So the same when you do 4 steps business, right?
I think also when you're first starting out with the 4 steps, and it was kind of the answer to the question we had from Asif, was it? He said, can you, if you're having a small life, a small income, can you suddenly go big? And the first part of our answer was, first of all, focus on one thing so you can see if the system works. And it's a big, big theme in the ancient books that you should not accept this system without checking it,
Great. Yeah.
And I think people got to check it. So you shouldn't spread yourself out too much in the beginning.
Don't invest too much before you know the value of what you invest in.
Yeah, I think that's really important. We're not suggesting that people go do something on some, blind hope that something's going to work. We're talking about logic, and that's one of the things that really turned me on about these ideas 15 years ago, that there must be a logical explanation that works all the time of why things work and why things don't work. And so all we're doing in the DCI system is taking these ideas and turning it into making it a daily method for solving problems and achieving goals, right? And so Oksana's thing is, apparently she wants more health, and she wants, it sounds like better communication or better connections with her relationships. And what she's doing in the nursing home is like the classic
With the
DCI
okay.
example that many people around the world use because there are so many beautiful people in retirement homes that kind of have no place else to go. They're just kind of sitting there waiting for you to spend some time, and they very often are lonely. They have problems that we can help with, and so they're a wonderful opportunity to plant good seeds, right?
Yeah, I think like that. And I was also thinking when you first start planting seeds, to be a skeptical person, generally when we're a teacher of something in a school or something, it's uncomfortable when the student is skeptical, If the student says, I don't believe that, or, I'm not satisfied with what you said, or it doesn't sound good to me, or they don't really try it. And then as a teacher, oftentimes, I think if you're a lesser teacher, then you get irritated at them and you say, look, just trust me, it's going to work out, And I think in this system, it's actually considered Rikpa Jesudama and Debi Jesudama. Rikpa Jesudama means the people who are waiting to see if the thing works, and then they're going to commit to it. And then Debi Jesudama means the people who say, oh, I respect Geshe Michael, whatever he says, it must be true. So then they just kind of take it on faith. And of the two approaches, the people who take things on faith are considered to be less successful. Why? Why less successful? They tend to be less successful.
Because if you're just taking it as a faith and you don't use it, this system doesn't work by listening. System doesn't work by understanding. It works if you try it, if you apply it. Then it really works. So of course, if you want to be successful, you must use it.
Yeah.
Just come to a class or just listen to videos. It's not going to change your life much.
Yeah, and also people who take things on faith, they tend to switch frequently. They will switch to another system because they're just looking at the person who's teaching it, and they're not thinking about does it really work or not. So I think, Oksana, if you focus on those two things is fine. It's a great question. The question came in your mind because you have a seed for that. You have a seed to ask the question. So already you're kind of perceiving the two different results from one action. So she's already thinking very deep.
It's a great question. So the answer is yes. It's
yes,
possible to plant for two results in 1 hour of action that you're helping somebody else. And actually, when the result comes, we like to say it will be beyond your expectation. It will be much bigger than you can even imagine. So you think, I came and I plant only health and communication, but actually on all these moments in 1 hour, you planted so many other beautiful seeds, and that will ripen.
Maybe during your coffee meditation, Oksana, you could definitely think about, I'm planting two separate seeds, and look, be happy that you're increasing your good health, and be happy that you're increasing your connection with other people. But from what Orit said, I would say explore what's going on while you're at the nursing home and see if you aren't planning a lot of other things also that you don't even know about.
Wow. Okay, so you can. It's possible for you not only to focus on communication and health, but to focus maybe on other things
What's the most powerful thing she's planting at the nursing home?
The most powerful thing is...
I would have to say relationship.
Partner.
A partner. Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
You don't think so?
No.
The most powerful thing.
What's the most powerful seed being planted
how far you want to go?
Oksana at the nursing home?
To be a living example, to show other people how it's done?
But I'd say she's using the system.
Okay.
She's thinking about the system. Yeah. And that's another thing, you see? So she's going to get health, and she's going to get connection with other people. But because she's using the system, her intelligence is going to increase.
And now that's cool.
And her success will increase in everything, you see?
Oksana.
So a lot of powerful things happen when you're planting seeds in the background. It's not only the obvious thing that you are doing your coffee meditation about, but it's actually what we say, the fine details of seeds. Right?
Очень хороший вопрос. Это возможно. It's possible. And guys, we're about 15 minutes in.
Well, I'd say one more thing. During your coffee meditation, I think that a big coffee meditation maybe you can do once a week is to be happy that you met this system, and
that's
just
cool.
say, I must be cool because there's, 7 billion people in the world, And DCI, the seed system has spread all over the world, but it's not 7 billion people. So I'm one of the lucky people who knows how stuff works. I have a chance to make my life a paradise, and I'm so lucky, and I'm so happy I'm thinking like this.
And depending on what that looks like for you, whoever you are out there watching the Peachtree Morning Show, whatever your definition of success is, whatever that thing is, whether it's 500 billion rubles or an unlimited bank account, great health, great relationships, great peace of mind, all the above, peace, wonderful cooperation between nations, whatever your definition of success is. The cool thing about DCI is we say, since I am planting the seeds to see everything, that means I can create it, I can change it. So
by my action, with my thinking, and with what I say.
Yeah, I'm in control, basically.
Visiting the nursing home.
And so we can get ready for tomorrow. Arit's going to get the question queued up.
Okay, so
Real quickly,
by the way, I have special guests tomorrow. You want to introduce them?
yeah,
real quickly, guys, I just want to say we're getting the DCI online training platform up and running. If you are a mobile application developer, please do write us at app@diamondcutterinstitute.com, app@diamondcutterinstitute.com with your mobile application portfolio. If you are an established, experienced mobile app developer, please do send us your portfolio. We're going to be evaluating and choosing a partner to work with to get that app and the DCI training on your phone 24/7.
I would like to say one thing about that. We already know what we're going to put on the app. We just need someone to help us put it on the phone, So if you're good at that, that's really what we need. Okay, we have a question.
Okay, so tomorrow there are going to be people that you already met, Stanley and Allison, and they're going to talk about...
They're back from Tuesday, from yesterday.
They're going to talk about Fernandez from Mexico City's question.
Let's look at the question. I haven't heard this one.
It's a very good one.
Okay, look at this.
When you leave your job to start a new business, how can you make sure that you will make it successful so that you have good finances and to keep your same lifestyle or even better?
I didn't catch that.
I can tell you that Fernanda asked if when you leave your job and start your own business, what seed do you plant to have great financial success in the business and also have your lifestyle be the same or better?
I think this is a very strong question of a conventional answer and an ultimate answer.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
But you have to come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow and meet Stanley and Allison again to talk about Fernanda's question from Mexico. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And enjoy your cup stay.
Take care. Bye for now.